What is up, ATG traders? This is Munya, and today we're going to be reviewing this boom and crash strategy that can allow you to trade from your 1 minute time frame, your 5 minute time frame, and your 15-minute time frame quite easily. This is a simple boom and crash strategy that's very effective that we have tried and tested. So today we want to take a review and see if this strategy is actually worth it. We're actually going to take a look at the settings. That is how you set up the strategy that you see on my screen. We're also going to be looking at the conditions. That is when we are talking about the terms and rules of that strategy. And also we're going to do some live trading sessions whereby we are actually implementing the strategy into practice. So all those three things are going to be covered in this strategy review for this simple boom and crash strategy. I say it's simple because, as you can see on my screen, it's made up of very simple indicators. We're talking about the stochastic oscillator, we're talking about moving averages, and we have our Bollinger Bands. So to me, that's pretty simple. But of course, as you know, that I also implement price action into each and every trade that I take, because I believe the price never lies. We need to see how the price is reacting, and these indicators also help you see that in advance. So I hope you guys are going to follow this strategy up until the end. We'll probably have this as part one, where I'll talk about trading with this strategy from the 1 minute time frame. But if I still have time, I'll talk about that as well. I'll talk about the swing trading part of this strategy within this video, so that you guys can just simply watch everything at once. Okay, if you're new to this channel, welcome. I review different trading strategies daily, and if you want to learn forex trading, indices trading, stock market trading, then make sure you click that subscribe button that you see, which is red, and you turn on the notification bell that's right next to it, so that I will personally notify you whenever I post videos like this right here on this channel. Feel free to check out all the previous videos that we have on this channel and see how everything works. You'll probably find a strategy that suits your trading style, and you'll be able to trade profitably. The goal is for you to trade profitably. Okay, so support this channel, click the like button, share it with your friends, analyze these strategies with your friends. Tell me what you think in the comment section. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. I will respond. I'll do a video for you in the next video, and you'll be able to see your question answered and some of the things that you need clarity on clarified. So let's get into the actual settings of this strategy. Like you said, we have a step-by-step process of installing this strategy together, and so I will remove all these indicators so that we will install the strategy together, and you'll see where we are coming from and where we are going. Okay, so as you can see, right now I have a blank chart, not necessarily blank because I do have my candlesticks. My bullish candlesticks are green, my bearish candlesticks are red, as you can see. And so we are in a 1 minute time frame for on boom 500, and this is the time frame that we can also use with this strategy. Like I said, we can go to the 5 minute, the 15 minute, the 1 minute, and we'll still be able to trade comfortably. Okay, so the first indicator, or the first setting that we need, going to settings, main window, we need the Bollinger Bands. Now these Bollinger Bands are going to have the following properties. The period is going to be 20, the shift is going to be 0, deviations are going to be 2.00, apply to close levels, they're not necessary time frame or time frames, and then style, I chose the color blue for these bands. Okay, you can pick any color of your choice, but for the sake of this video, try and follow the same colors that I'm using, because I'll be referring to those colors throughout the entire video. Okay, so if I click done, I should have Bollinger Bands right on my charts, which I do, which is perfect. Now what's left is basically understanding the next part. So we want to install the next indicator. Going back to indicators, main window, this time I'm going to look for the stochastic. If you've been following my videos lately, I'm sure you've noticed that we are taking a little bit of focus on the stochastic oscillator. The stochastic oscillator shows you the momentum in which the market is in. Okay, so it basically shows you the buy or the sell momentum, or the average, or basically the momentum of the market. That's the main use of the awesome of the stochastic oscillator. Sorry. So it's going to have the following properties that you see on my screen: percentage K period of 1, a percentage D period of 1, a slowing of 1, price field is low high, method exponential. We need these two levels, level 85 and level 15. If you can write them down somewhere, that'll be clear. I'll be glad. Okay. Now if you click done, going back to finishing the properties of the stochastic oscillator, we make sure it appears on all time frames, of course. And then the main and the signal style or color should be white or the same color as your background. Okay, so I have a white background, that's why mine are white. If you have a black background, make sure you change these two to black, so that when you click done, you will not have anything in your indicator window 1, but you just have these levels, the buy level and the sell level, just like that. Okay. And moving on, we need to add some indicators to our indicator window 1, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to go back to indicators. This time we're going to click where it says indicator window 1, and we're going to choose the moving average, which is our next indicator to install. And it is going to have the following properties that you see on my screen. We have a period of 2, a shift of 0. The method is simple, apply to open, and then time frame. We have all time frames, and then the color, I chose the color red. Then click done. As you can see, now you have that red line across our charts. And then last but not least, we need another indicator on our indicator window 1, which is a moving average again, but this time it has a period of 1. Everything else remains the same except the color. Let's just change this color to maybe blue. Okay, everything else remains the same, and then you click done, and as you can see, we now have that nice strategy that we started with from the beginning. Okay, now that we have done the settings part, we obviously have to move to the conditions part and then the trading part. Okay, now the conditions are very simple, conditions. We're going to be working with Bollinger Bands very closely. They are going to act as turning points or pivot points, or I don't know what you would like to call it, what you were taught, but this is where we're going to be getting most of our entries. Okay, if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video if you want to see more content like this daily. You can also join our free Telegram channel. I'll leave the link in the description box below, where I post my trading results, where I post my students' results, where I post results from our VIP Signals group, results from our mentorship group, and results from our account management program. So if you want to see all that, if you want to track our progress, if you want to see how we've been doing, feel free to check our Telegram channel. You'll be able to see all of the chats and messages from way back and see and track our progress. And if you want to join any of our services, feel free to contact me. There will be a number in my Telegram channel where you can contact us and inquire more if you need more clarity. Like I said, the link will be in the description box below. And let's get back to how you trade with this strategy. Now, if you want to catch spikes on boom, here's what you're going to be doing, or here are the conditions that have to be met. Like I said, you can use this strategy in so many ways. I'll try and explain some parts. If you need a part 2, guys, make sure you comment part 2. I'll do a part 2. If we have 10 people who say part 2, we have a part 2 for that as well. Okay, so what are the conditions for spike catching? Number 1, this is what you're going to need if you're on boom. First of all, check your indicator window 1. You want to buy, of course, which means that this line should be anywhere close to the buy, anywhere at the buy level or below, anywhere at the buy level or below. That's the first thing if you want to buy. The second thing is you want to have your charts approaching your lower Bollinger Band. So you can't expect to take a trade while your candlesticks are somewhere here, not even crossed below your Bollinger Bands. You can't do that. They have to be below your you have to be closer to your lower Bollinger Band, this one, rather than here. Okay, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. You have to start approaching this bottom Bollinger Band. That's where you start taking your buy opportunities, and you're only going to hold your trade for 8 candlesticks. If a spike doesn't come in 8 candlesticks, then you're going to exit. You would have already missed it. Okay, the opposite is true if you want to trade scalps. Like me, this is what I do. I like to scalp. I like to go against the spikes because I feel I can't wait for these spikes, and scalping provides me with an edge of almost 100% because I'm almost 100% sure that I'm going to win in that trade. The only time I'll see red is when I'm paying the spread, of course, but from there on I know I'll be blue all the way. If I catch the correct trend, even if a spike comes, I won't even go in drawdown. Okay, if I get the right entry, I'll show you what I mean when I say if I get the right entry, I won't even go in drawdown. Now, how do you trade against spikes? How do you go against spikes? Number one, you actually wait for a spike to occur, and when it occurs, this is what you want. You want it to cross the upper Bollinger Band. That is if you're on boom. If you're on crash, I will explain to you guys. You see that it has to cross the lower Bollinger Band. But if you're on boom, your spikes have to cross the upper Bollinger Band. This is the upper Bollinger Band, the one I'm pointing at. And of course, you have to be in your sell zone. Once you see that, you immediately enter into your sell. Because usually when this happens, you're going to experience a major downtrend. Okay? Now, this is what I was talking about. If I immediately enter into my trade like that, I can hold for as long as I want. Can you see? I can hold for as long as I want. This is where price is currently at. I could have picked this trade there at the top there where I placed this red line that you see here. Now, can you see? Spikes were occurring, but they were not passing my entry point. This is what I was saying. If I get the right entry, I'll never be in drawdown. It will always be a win. I'll never be in drawdown. And this allows me to increase my risk because if I have if I'm never going to go in negative, then I won't be worried about my margin. I won't be worried about my equity because I know even if a spike happens, it won't be able to separate. I'll still be in profit. It won't go beyond my entry point. So I'll just sustain and hold. I know it's going to go back down because I've picked the right trend. Here we actually had a series of spikes. Can you see? From here all the way up. But our entry is all the way up there. So you can't catch us. Okay? This is how you trade with this strategy. This is how you trade with this strategy. On crash, it's the same thing. If you want to go against spikes, you have to pick this up. First of all, you need your spikes to cross your bottom Bollinger Band. You understand? This time it has to cross your bottom and you have to be at a buy zone. Of course, this is self-explanatory because we actually have labels here, the buy and the sell, so you have a clear picture. Okay? What I want you guys to really focus on is to catch the trend. Catch the trend. Catch the trend. Even the 1 minute trend. Catch it. Know what it's doing. If you can look here on crash, you can already tell that there was a little bit of consolidation on crash. We are coming from this downtrend, and then price just started on pushing up and down, not really making big moves. So obviously trading around this point is a little bit risky. You won't really get those big movements because the market is still in consolidation, but you're probably going to pick up a big trade, right? I'll probably wait for my price. Right now price is at this point, right? Price is up here. I'll probably wait for it to go back down again, and if it happens to approach any of this level, I'll probably enter into some buy trades because even if it retraces back, I'll have a little bit of leverage. and I will not lose much on my end. I will not have a drawdown. So I'll probably wait for you to go back down and try and implement this strategy that I've been talking about. If you guys want a part 2 for this strategy, 10 people should comment part 2 in the comment section. Please make sure you try this strategy first on your demo accounts before moving on to your real account so that you're certified. I hope you liked this strategy review, and if you want more, please like this video. Until next time.